You are now listening to the Girl Organize That Life podcast. Coach L3.
Hi, welcome to the Girl Organize That Life podcast, the premier space for high-achieving moms, mompreneurs, and lady leaders who are ready to stop surviving and start strategically living. I'm your host, Latimore-Lorfils, proud mother of 12 incredible children, senior Army veteran with nearly 3 decades of distinguished service, certified transformational trainer, and founder of Girl Organize That Life. And around here, we do more than juggle. We build, we lead, we rise. Each week, we dive into faith-fueled strategies, powerful mindset shifts, and purpose-driven business tactics designed to help you activate your next level. Whether you're navigating boardrooms or bedtime routines, our signature 8-step GPS system guides you to clarity, structure, and sustainable success. Because, sis, you are not just busy, you're called. This is where overwhelm meets order, where vision meets velocity, and where women like you boldly declare, I'm enough. So if you're ready to organize your life, scale your impact, and create legacy-level freedom, let's get into it. Your elevation starts now. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Girl Organize That Life podcast, where we empower executive-level moms, mompreneurs, lady leaders to pivot with poise despite the noise. God knows we have so many things pulling at us. I am your host, Leslie Latimore-Lorfils, better known as your boss lady architect. And this season, we're in season 4 now, which is so super exciting. And this season is extra special because we are launching where we're talking about the 2nd annual Get Going Girl Summit that's going to take place in September of 2025. And today we have one of our dynamic speakers, Dr. Daryll Wharton, who is a life and success coach. And we're here to just dialogue about what we're going to hone in on at the summit. And the theme this year is legacy in motion. And I'm super excited to have this jewel on our podcast today. Thank you, Dr. Daryll, for attending and lending us your time, because we know how busy we are as high achieving women, but you found the time to say yes and to grace us with your presence. And for that, I am super grateful and humble. So welcome to the
Thank you. You are very, very welcome. I'm happy to be here. Happy.
So what else can you tell us about you that you think the audience should know?
Oh, well, you should definitely know that I'm a board certified neuro-linguistic programming practitioner and a hypnotist. So, yes, I know those are some big words, short for NLP, and also board certified hypnotist. And basically what I do is I help you to rewire your mindset. So to briefly explain what NLP is, it's a way to rewire your mind so that you are running your mind and your mind is not running you. Simple and clear.
So you are running your mind and your mind is not running you. Oh my gosh. I know that somebody that is sitting under the sound of our voices can absolutely resonate what that means. So let's talk, because we target high achieving women, right? And we know that we're constantly filled with thoughts. You know, statistics and studies show that we have 12,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day. So talking about your mind being, running and running and running, probably running while we're sleeping, when we really should be resting. Talk to me about that from your experience and the women that you perhaps have worked with. What does that mean? What does that look like?
Yeah. Well, you know what? You are absolutely right about all of those thoughts that are running through your mind. And the majority of those thoughts, you're not even conscious that you're thinking them. They're just running on pilot, just running because you're so used to saying them over and over and over again. And, some people get like, well, what does that mean if I say, an affirmation over and over and over again? Like, that's crazy. I'm not going to do that. But you know what? You already are doing that. But is it serving you? Is what you need to ask yourself. We
Mm.
already say the same thing over and over again to ourselves because we grow up and based on your experiences and your family, your friends, your boyfriend, school, work, TV, whatever, you develop these things in your mind. And as you get older, when you can't remember certain things, even though your subconscious mind actually remembers every single thing. And we have techniques that can bring those memories out of you. But your conscious mind, you don't remember the majority of those things, but they have shaped who you are. And so by the time you're 32, your personality is set. And so after 32, it takes a little bit of effort to change the way you see things, the way you feel. You brush your teeth with the same hand every morning. You do this first, you do this second without even thinking about it. That is your subconscious mind. So in order to get the transformation that you want, you need to retrain her or him, but retrain her to say, you know what? No, we aren't doing that anymore. We're going to start to do this now. And the good thing about working with your subconscious mind, you don't have to believe it. All you need to do is just train yourself to keep saying it over and over and over again. And sooner or later, you will actually believe it and your actions will follow. So it is the most powerful thing that we have to do change for yourself, to get the change that you want, to become the person that you only see in flashes of yourself being. But imagine if it's a continuous playing movie of the life that you want because you constantly think about it. It's important.
So essentially, let me make sure I got this right. One of the quotes, one of my favorite people is Joyce Meyer. And one of the things that she says is where the mind goes, the man follows. And that is something that I fiercely teach myself and my children in this house. So let me make sure that the women and those that are listening, you mean to tell me that we could have cultivated a not so good habit per se, or thought or action. You mean to tell me we can still change it
Oh
even
my
at the age of 50?
At the age of 50, 60, 70, 80, your mind is always there. It has never left you. Matter of fact, your subconscious mind is waiting for you to give it direction. And
Mm,
it is fearful. Do you hear me? Whatever you're telling yourself, it works 24/7 to make sure that that happens. So if you are continuously doubting yourself, it makes sure that you continue to doubt yourself because that is what you're telling it to do. But if
mm,
you switch it up and you say, oh no, I'm fabulous, and you keep telling yourself that you're fabulous, it's going to start making you see things so that you really think that you're fabulous. And eventually you will know that you're fabulous. And it's always there. It's just a matter of what are you putting your focus on?
mhm.
And and I'm not saying I'm not clear of that. I'm human. So it's
Right.
self-doubt, the little, nagging voice over here, girl, you can't do that. I'm
Mhm.
so quick to be like, hold up. You gotta check
I
yourself.
know it.
Yes.
Yes.
You gotta tell girl, I talk to myself all the time. Oh no, we're not doing that today. We
Not
are
today.
here. And I've made some
Wow.
major changes.
I love that. I love that because,
Oh,
you know, and this is not to discredit how people feel or maybe not so good experiences that they may have had, even to include some childhood trauma,
yeah.
because a lot of the things I know that's in our subconscious mind as well has everything to do with things that we experience as children. But what I am so encouraged about is that one of the things you just said is that your subconscious mind is waiting on you to give it direction.
Yes, it is.
It's like so massive. So
Yeah.
the book you want to write, the business you want to start, the harmony maybe you want to create in your home or recreate. Maybe it was there and you felt like it left and you want to get it back. The marriage that you want to try and save.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it just sounds like what's that
It's a
thing?
thought away. It's
So
just a thought away. Yeah.
it's
If you think about it, if I just think differently, I like to use the example of if you have a glass that's halfway full, you can look at it as halfway full, or you can look at it as half empty.
Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
in how you interpret it. So if you interpret you change the way you interpret things and give your subconscious mind that feedback. Oh no, our glass is always half full. And even if it's only 1/4 fill, I look at that as saying, oh, we can ready to fill that up. Not
We can even take it a step further and say the glass is all the way full because we know that whatever is supposed to be there, it's already on the way.
it's
It's
coming.
it's coming.
Yeah.
Love that. I love that. And it sounds like that if you just like if you're trying to get after something, you might kind of have like an attitude with it, like I know I can do XYZ. You tell the thing, you speak to the thing, you speak. It's like your mind, before you can really speak it, you got to think it first.
You gotta think it.
You got to
And
think
you
it
have to think
first.
it all the time. You can't just wake up on Tuesday and say it one time and think it's gonna show up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
think you're gonna make a change. So, I started my weight loss journey with one, well, I'm gonna say half. I restarted with one affirmation. I am disciplined and focused. And it was my motto. And I wasn't disciplined and focused, but I kept telling myself that over and over and over again. I'm disciplined and focused. And I didn't believe it at first, but eventually I started getting up at 4:30 to exercise. I
Mhm.
became plant-based. And it's because I kept saying it even though I did not believe it. And that is how you push out those things that don't serve you and you bring in the things that do.
Let's be clear, this isn't another feel-good event. The Get Going Girl Summit is where overwhelm becomes organized and purpose meets plan. You'll walk away with the exact framework high-level women are using to stop the burnout spiral and scale with structure. Imagine having peace in your home and profit in your business. If you're ready to trade exhaustion for execution, this room was built just for you. Grab your tickets today because they are going. Let's get going, girl. This is so good. I'm telling y'all, if y'all have not gotten your ticket for the Get Going Girl Summit, you are ready to miss the whole boat because what we're talking about today, this is just a little snippet of what's going to transpire next month. So go ahead and go to g3summit.live and get your tickets. And oh, by the way, they're going to go up soon in a few weeks. So you want to hurry up because don't message me saying, please, can you extend? I'm telling you right now, go get it. I'm so excited to have you, Dr. Daryll, as one of the speakers because you bring so much depth and breadth to any situation and really help women to peel. Because what do? We deal with these things like on a surface level.
Yeah, we
But
don't go
we
deep
go
enough.
way down deep. We
Yeah,
gotta go deep, not just wide, but deep.
yeah. And the only way you can do that is to have a conversation with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other person in this world that can tell me what I should be doing, what I should be thinking. Those answers will come to you. I use meditation a lot with my clients because it's like you just want to go, you want to go, you want to go. And, I always say prayer is you talking to God, but meditation allows you to listen to Him talking back to you and answering your questions or what you have. If you just sit still with a quiet mind, your answers will come, your prayers will be answered, but you can't hear him if you're constantly talking. And
Yeah.
he's helping everybody in the world. Give him a break. Like,
Yes.
sit down
One
so he
mouth,
can tell
two
you
ears. I know he designed it like that on purpose for a
his
reason.
purpose.
For the time. Listen double the time, you know?
Yes.
Oh man. That's
Yeah.
good.
It's
So
something
talk
that
about the woman that just really feels she just heard everything we just said.
mm,
And though we know it's true, talk to the woman that still feels inadequate, completely defeated. Just, I hear what you're saying, but I just don't believe. I don't believe that what you're saying is for me.
yeah.
To her.
Oh, it's definitely for you because the sentence right there, I'm inadequate. I don't believe it. You just said an affirmation. You
Mm,
just gave a directive to your subconscious mind.
wow.
So why don't you change it and say, I believe I'm adequate, and start saying it and start writing it. I mean, we all got phones. Mine's sitting right here.
Right.
Put
Same.
a put a reminder in your phone every hour. Put a reminder, say your affirmation. You're not that busy in the day that you can't stop for 10 seconds to think an affirmation, mantra, whatever. Write it down real quick. Type it in your phone. It's just a matter of you staying consistent with it.
Hmm.
And if you don't think you're going to take the time to do that, my first affirmation was I'm disciplined and focused, and then it evolved because you constantly have to check in with yourself. I'm
Right.
disciplined, focused, persistent, and consistent. And that's what I said all day, all day long. So
Hmm.
eventually I was able to replace the doubt, and I was able to stop the doubt as soon as it came in. And remember who you are. You
Mm.
have to remember who you are.
Mm.
Like it's not a person on this earth that can make me feel less than, and
Let's. Mm.
except for myself. I can make myself feel less than.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But I'm so much now that I know that I'm like everything. It'd be
Uh-huh.
hard for me to even change that now, change it back to when I didn't think that I was adequate, for when I didn't think that I was good enough. And now I know that I am because I'm in my purpose.
Let's let's just let's pause right there. That's so good. So, listeners, hear us. Let us be very clear. Dr. Daryl and I didn't just get here today. Okay.
Mm,
I want you all to know that this was a process for us too.
yeah.
And I can venture to say 9 times out of 10, we have been where you probably are if you are in that space. But you're looking at two women who were consistent, persistent. And what was the other assistant?
Discipline, focus, persistent, and consistent.
Disciplined, focused, persistent, and consistent. You're looking at
Uh,
two women who walk that walk. And I can tell you from personal experience, changing that thought pattern and living in that thought pattern is game changer. But another thing that you just said, when you know that you are walking in purpose. Ooh.
oh my gosh, you got chills.
Ooh. Does everyone know what their purpose is? Do you know why are you here? And I believe that is one of the chapters in the book called Purpose Driven Life. I believe it says that in one of the beginning chapters, why are you here? First chapter is it's not all about me. So that's number one.
Yeah,
Why are you here? And you just have to remember whenever you tell yourself something that is not true, um, you're not walking in purpose.
yeah.
They can't they can't walk together. They don't walk together. One of the things, Ashley Kirkwood, you know who she is,
Yes.
has a statement that she says, "Is it rhetoric or is it receipts?"
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Ashley will pull some edges now.
right, rhetoric, the stories we tell ourselves, and receipts, the things that are true that you can show. Man, it is so good. This is just like, oh, I'm just getting so pumped up and excited. I can't wait until we are in person doing
Yeah.
it because the
You're gonna
synergy is
get
high.
so many aha moments because I always tell my clients, I can give you two questions that you could turn anything around when you start doubting yourself. The first thing you ask yourself is, why not me? Why can't I do it?
Right.
Why can't I, make $1 million? Why can't I get the house
Yeah.
I want? Why can't I get the marriage that I want? You ask yourself that. And then you're going to have those one or two thoughts that are still persistent
Mm-hmm.
because we're strong-willed, trust and believe. Then you ask yourself, well, when did you decide that? Make yourself into two people. Give your subconscious mind a nickname. Because I talk to mine all day. Because that's my girl. All day long. And if I get a doubt, I know she gonna ask me, why can't you do that? What's
Why
stopping
can't
you?
you? Who
Yeah.
told you that?
And then she gonna ask me, well, when did you decide that? And then I'm like, well, I didn't. Somebody said, my mother said this when I was 8. She said I had a big head and I got a big head. Girl, let it go.
Right, right. What's that song about? For those that know who Teddy Pendergrass is, if you don't know, Google him.
Yeah, Google them.
Let it go.
That's right. And I say that with, because some of us have some real trauma.
Right.
Okay. So I don't want to make light of that. But
Sure.
what you need to decide is you are not the trauma. You experience the trauma. It is
Ooh,
not you. I grew up in a household where I was told fat people don't get jobs. Fat people, I don't know how you get no straight A's. Fat people are not smart. Fat people don't get married. Because I grew up heavy and I was told those things over and over and over again. But
mm,
guess what I realized? That was my mom. That's who she was. I can't expect her to be anything other than what she is. It had nothing to do with me.
right.
And so she believed those things. That doesn't mean that I have to continue to believe them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you can never ask of somebody that they just don't have to give you.
Their capacity, understanding
Exactly.
their capacity.
Meet
That's
people
a
where they
whole
are.
different conversation. And y'all got to come to the summit to get the rest of that
Yes.
conversation. But that is so wow.
Yeah. So your experience is not you. You have experienced that.
But
It
you are not
doesn't.
trauma.
Yeah, you're not the trauma, which means that guess what you can do? You can move past it. It
Mhm.
doesn't mean that it didn't hurt. It doesn't mean that it didn't impact you. What it means is now, if you endured that and you're still here, I already gave you proof number one that you're worth every single thing that you
Yeah.
want because you survived it.
My goodness. Oof.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time, aren't we?
They have a good time. Oh, let me see. I don't know how to do it. Let me see. Can I do this and the audience see it? I don't know. Let me see. Let me
Try it.
I'm gonna try it. Let's see what happens. Okay.
There you go.
It's going to be
Gonna be lit.
no, that is so good. So talk to me, sis, about once you're on the other side,
Ooh,
changing that stinking thinking. What
yes,
is that like?
that
Help
is,
somebody to see their future self.
it is the most peaceful and serene place to be.
Mm,
I'm telling you, it doesn't mean that the little doubts are not gonna come in, but they don't stay. And you're able to set them straight. Now, we all know sometimes, we have to let people know. We have to put people in their places.
right. Mm-hmm.
Why can't you do that with your self-doubt as soon as it
Clock
comes in?
it.
Clock it.
Yeah, that's so good.
Clock it. And once you get to a certain age, because I'm of that certain age, I don't have no filter. I don't have that filter. I don't have time for you to be taking up a whole bunch of my energy. My life is just beginning.
Yes.
And if you don't fit into my plan, I love you. I'm going to wish you well, but I'm
Mhm.
going to set the boundary because you're not
Right.
taking any part of my energy that I need if your energy does not serve mine.
Yes. There's a thing that I say. I heard I don't take credit for it. I heard someone say it and I've adopted it. I can love you from anywhere, but I'm going to love you from over here.
Oh, that's it. That is it, right?
So, oh man,
Yeah.
that's so rich. That's so good. Um, so for those that are listening, season 4, like I said, we're introducing speakers. We're talking, giving you snippets of what's to come for the summit. So we're not going to be before you long. We just want to give you a little taste, taste and see, right? And then come on through and get what God has for you, because the word says, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good and his mercy endures forever. And y'all got to come to the summit to get the rest of the good. Okay. But I do want to give Dr. Daryll a chance. If somebody wanted to just have a deeper conversation with you, or if they wanted to work with you on any level, how can they do that? How can they find you?
Absolutely. You can find me at allinyourhead.com. And I say that because everything is all in your head, girl. Get it out. It's all in your head. You can make a change whenever you need to make a change. You can just automatically change it, and you can automatically decide to change it. You're gonna have to do some work to change it. But if you go to allinyourhead.com, you can get on my list, and I have a free download for you, a mantra that you can listen to every day. Memorize it. Look at that. You don't even have to create one. You don't even have to create. It can be your signature mantra that you say all day, every day. I have created one for you. Download it and then hit me up and let me know how your life has changed when you start listening to this and start saying it all the time, every day.
I'm going to go there and get my free mantra for myself. Absolutely, I am. I tell you what, Dr. Daryll, thank you so much for your presence today. This has been such a treat, and I am so super excited about the layers that we're going to peel and the levels deep that we're getting ready to go at the summit. And again, if you all didn't catch it at the beginning or you're just now hopping on to listen in, we do have the second annual Get Going Girl Summit coming up from the 18th to the 20th of September of 2025. And you can find your ticket because it's waiting for you at g3summit.live, g3summit.live. Again, we appreciate you tuning in. If something that we said resonates with you, sat with you, it landed with you, please click like, click share. And I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on Apple, what is it? Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the things. You all can find us. And you can find us on our socials at Girl Organize That Life, Instagram, Facebook, all of the things. And we look forward to connecting with you and serving you. Meanwhile, don't forget to always pivot with poise despite the noise. And we'll see you next time. Many blessings. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to the Girl Organize That Life podcast, where clarity meets calling and powerhouse women rise with purpose. If today's episode lit a fire in you, don't just keep it to yourself. Subscribe, leave a review, and share it with another boss woman who's ready to live boldly and lead with grace. And if you're craving even more tools, truths, and next level strategies, join our inner circle. Head to girlorganizethatlife.com to get exclusive content, priority access to upcoming events, and the kind of faith-fueled inspiration that keeps you grounded and growing. Remember, you don't have to hustle for your worth. You were born for this. Stay rooted in faith, anchored in purpose, and always pivot with poise despite the noise. Until next time, girl, organize that life and live it boldly. Bye for now.
Coach L3.